Yo, today I'm here with a very long awaited list. I don't know who was awaiting it, but I knew this video had to be made. This is the top 10 worst Pokemon of all time. First off, this list is objective, okay? It is not subjective. This is objectively the 10 worst Pokemon of all time, period. I know I probably got your ass with the Palkia on the thumbnail, but yeah, thanks for your view. Now stick around and watch the rest. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. I've seen a lot of videos like this on YouTube that were hella confusing to me, as you can see here. Like, what is Kieran White doing in the thumbnail? So I realized that I had to make it right and, you know, like I said, put out the most objective, 100% truthful list of the top 10 worst Pokemon. So this video ain't trying to be long. I'm gonna hop right into it. So the first Pokemon we have on the top 10 worst Pokemon is easily Spoink. Okay, this mon right here, Spoink. This is easily one of the most confusing mons I've ever seen. Like, what is it even supposed to be? Like, at first it looks like a pig, right? But then, like, I don't know what's going on the bottom. Like, to be honest, the only reason I put this thing on the list is because it always scared the fuck out of me as I was a kid, because its design was really nasty. And on top of that, the way he moved always had me on edge, and like watching all my sides while I was watching the TV show, because I always expected one of those to jump up and like pull up on me, because like the design is just very fearful. Like, what really put this on the list though is this video I'm about to show you about how goddamn stupid this mon really is. Just look at this clip right here and just I don't know what to tell you. Why is the thing? Like, they always causing some trouble, they always doing the most, and that's exactly why Spoink had to be on this list, because it's without a doubt one of the worst Pokemon of all time. The stats are probably bad too. I mean, I might pull up a picture of the stats right here, but you know, I mean, past competitive, Spoink is just one of the nastiest mons of all time, which, you know, gave him his rock solid position on this list. Alright, so next on this list we have Burmy and Wormadam, but we're gonna count them as one because they're basically the same thing. They're both incredibly ugly. And I'm just gonna put up their picture right here. As you can see what we're dealing with. My hatred for these mons basically stems from the Showdown Battle Factory, because in 80% of my games I'm given this piece of shit, and its set is always some ungodly bullshit like Protect, Toxic, Giga Drain, and its stats are all bad. I actually just found out yesterday that all three of them have like different typings, and usually I'm given this mon, especially when like the Battle Factory matters the most. Like when Pokemon hops on, he's like, bro, best of 5 me right now, whoever wins is better, and the loser has to delete their YouTube channel. So, you know, I'm always pulling up because I never back down. Alright, but then, you know, they give me these Pokemon, what am I supposed to do? Their stat total is also mad confusing. Like, they're always like, I don't understand what this is supposed to accomplish, because like some of these look viable, but on the, like, then again, you remember it's Wormadam, so like, what can you do? Just look at some of these pics and just tell me like what is this mon like supposed to do? Like, it's easily in there as the top 10 worst mons of all time. I don't even gotta say anything more, bro. You should just know by now. What I mean by that is I don't really know how to explain the rest of this, so yeah, it's on the list. At number 3 we have Unknown. Okay, this mon has always had a special place in my heart because it makes absolutely no sense. It's very similar to Wormadam, and except instead of 3 forms, my nigga has 28, and literally all of them are whack besides the form F. I literally went through all these and they all look pretty whack. Let's not forget that fam is only able to know hidden power, which again, it's another problem. I'm always getting this man in Battle Factory. Shout out to Showdown Battle, bro, because they always give me one of these and it's like I'm playing 5 versus 6. This mon has some of the worst stats I've ever seen in the game. But then again, the stats don't even matter when your best move is hidden power, and it's never hidden power psychic, remember that. On top of that, another reason it made the list is because I was reading some Poke trivia, and like Professor Oak apparently has like some hidden unknowns that like no one's ever seen. So like Professor Oak went on like Pirate Bay and got like these bootleg unknowns. He has like 8 different forms of them. So like I don't even know like when are those getting released, bro, so I can, you know, I can kind of pull up into battle with one of these mons. But you know, he'd be holding out on us. So Unknown solidified itself on this list because like with it being as bad as it is, knowing one move, and Professor Oak having bootlegs, I just can't see it being a good Pokemon at all. Alright, next I had to put Lickitung on this list because like, yo, what that mouth? Wait, what? Okay, I had to put Lickitung on this list because this is one of the nastiest, most like scary looking Pokemon of all time. But I cannot deny that Lickitung's game is cold as fuck. Like, he is one of the coldest mons of all time. In fact, let me put on a little, you know, just show for you. Let me teach you exactly why he's as cold as he is. Just watch all these clips real quick. So as you can see, Lickitung is easily the coldest mon in the game. You saw what it could do, bro. He's a fighter. He'd be out here stealing food. He'd be hitting licks. His game is so cold. He'd be getting girls. Like, I cannot argue with Lickitung. Easily one of the worst Pokemon of all time visually. But if we're going by game and clout and all that good stuff, Lickitung is easily top 3 all time. So with that, let's move on to the next one. Alright, next we have the mon Stunfisk. So this mon is garbage, but like, to be honest, I've seen Envy win some games with it. I know he had some really nasty team in the past, like Roserade and Avalugg and other mons that are definitely runner-ups on this list. So maybe it is clean, but like the true reason it's really on this list is for this abomination of a product that I found while searching for it. Bam, it's right there on your screen. As you can see, I have no idea what these are supposed to be. This is some extreme abomination. I can tell you right now that I don't know who would have made a product like this. It's definitely like the Japanese or some like off-brand Walmart type thing, but I'm really just disgusted about this product, which is why it easily came in on this list. We're all about capitalism and all that good stuff, so you know, I put him on there instantly. Easily the nastiest thing I've ever seen. So Fisk, very worthy of being on this list. Okay, next on this list we have Luvdisc. So this little bro is here because back in the day I had to capture mad Luvdiscs for hard scales back in Platinum, you know, to pimp out the secret base. Your boy was catching these like a madman back in middle school, that I pull up at my school with the nicest mons and the nicest base, because you know you had to get these to get the move tutor moves as well, and I flex on all kinds of losers. So one day I decided to see why I had to catch this shit in the first place, and I was like, well, if these are so like necessary to getting all this good stuff, Luvdisc good stuff is probably pretty hot, so I brought it into battle. Straight up I got KO'd by this hating ass, this Torterra, and that's why I hate this Pokemon. That's like one of the bigger reasons. The other reason is that the art is complete garbage. I don't like, what is this, bro? It's easily one of the nastiest things. Its stats are extremely confusing as well. Like its first 5 stats make you want to kill yourself, but then you see its speed and you're like, wait, that's kind of clean. Like you finally understand that it's faster than stuff like Tapu Lele, and you're like, oh, that's kind of clean. When you see the rest of the stats and you're like, actually never show me this mon again. So that's why Luvdisc was very apparent on this list. Next we have Mr. Mime. Now this is a mon that has to be here because it's one of the most iconic bad mons. To be honest, Fem isn't even that bad. Like he works well in VGC, but I need to shout him out for his extremely nasty design. Like it's impossible to see. Like if I saw this in real life, I just have to roast it. I'd have to go up to him and be like, what are those, bro? Like, what are those shoes supposed to be? Its body in general is really nasty, bro. It looks like one of the things I've seen in chemistry with like the nucleus and the little like, it's like arms and legs and the thing on its stomach, like the red balls or like the little things or whatever. Its face is mad nasty, bro. It looks like the clown from It. Like like it's unfuckwittable, bro. What's it called? I'm really like shaking my hands in the air right now, like nah, don't bring that towards me, because Mr. Mime is without a doubt one of the nastiest mons I've ever seen in my life. So next we have Palkia. So like, look fam, this shit is barely bad. I mean, my man is uber, but I needed some way to bait y'all into watching, so give this vid a like this minute and share with your uncles and aunts, your parole officer, etc, etc. I just needed a way to get the views up, so you know he was in the thumbnail. The only way I can bullshit Palkia by saying he's bad is by saying he has a dickhead, because like, to be honest, he does. And there you go. Like, actually I don't really see it, to be honest, but like, I mean, other people have, so yo, let me put on a picture right there. Pow! Alright, you see what I mean? Other than that, he's slow, yeah, but like he's slower than Keldeo and Greninja, so let's just say shit his ass, bro. What can I do? I try my best with that. So Palkia is a staple. Okay, so number 9. Here I have 3 of the worst Pokemon of all time, or so I thought: Magikarp, Caterpie, and Kakuna. So these 3 all fucking suck, but like they are easily some of the worst Pokemon ever. There's things that we cannot deal with at all. Some of the worst Pokemon ever. You catch them and you're like, why do I have these? Magikarp turns into Gyarados. I cannot tell you what Caterpie turns into. Maybe Beautifly or something. And Kakuna, bro, don't even ask me what that turns into, because I have no idea. Does it turn to like Shedinja? Is that Ninkata? I don't know, whatever. But the reason they're on this list, but I had a hard time putting them on there, is because they're low-key some of the strongest Pokemon for one single reason. Please observe these screenshots. As you can see, Pimp Knight, who is widely regarded in the International Pokemon Community Battling League as the overall best player and best Pokemon YouTuber of all time, is able to like get so many sweeps with these, and it's not even just one time. Like Kakuna might have just been one time, but you know, Magikarp he's been doing at least 5 or 6 times in his lifetime. So if you're able to win with a Magikarp 5 or 6 times, man is out of control. So obviously these 3 mons, you know, it's possible to make these work. As Pimp Knight has showed us, they are easily 3 of the best Pokemon of all time. But for us mortals like myself with absolutely no skill whatsoever, it's just really not that good. So I couldn't really put him in there. And finally, the 10th worst Pokemon is none other than Garchomp. So hear me out. This might sound crazy, but please hear me out. So tell me why my nigga started looking like a shark, and the original creator had a stroke and they changed it and decided to start a dragon. Why does he look half Scyther and half Hammerhead Shark? Like, can someone please answer this for me? What went down with Garchomp's design? Because in general, it was supposed to look fire, but like what? Like, what is up with the star on his nose, first of all? That little star patch? Like, deadass, that's what I've seen girls put on their, like, titties on, like, HBO specials and other shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Garchomp deadass a slut, fam. Like, I cannot understand this. Another thing is, why he got gills, though, and dorsal fins. Like, give him some dragon appendages. I don't know what that means, but But tell me why. But like, bro, if we're gonna go through the lengths of all this, why is my man Garchomp not a water dragon? Where did the ground part come from? Because obviously you tried to make him a hammerhead shark. There must have been some miscommunication in like the Pokemon company, bro. Like they started with a shark type thing. They were trying to make Sharpedo Mega Evolution or whatever, and then halfway through they were like, nah, fam, yo, let's just fuck around and ruin the game. So yeah, so Garchomp had to be on this list. Competitively, I guess fam is okay. I mean, he only got banned from like 2 gens, but like whatever. So yes, this is the objective, undeniable, greatest, I mean worst Pokemon of all time. Drop a big fat like I said, easily the worst mons of all time. I'm just be doing God's work out here educating y'all. So later, peace.